welcome to Conversations with Dr. Els. It's a pleasure having you guys locked on to this conversations this evening. Remember, Conversations with Dr. Els is usually on Thursdays at 1 p.m. and on Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. All right, so it is indeed a pleasure to have you guys locked on to Conversations with Dr. Els. I want you to let your friends, let your family know that Conversations with Dr. Els is on KLN TV Facebook page and on KLN TV on your Roku channel or on your web TV. So hey guys, just reach out to someone and say, hey, you need to hear Dr. Els. Conversations with Dr. Els is on, and you need to be a part of this conversation. All right, so we're looking forward to have you guys. We're looking forward to see you guys on this conversation as we talk about issues that affect people, whether it is spiritual, emotional, psychological, relationship issues, all of that. Those are the things that we talk about on Conversations with Dr. Els. And so this evening, I want to continue to talk about something that I started talking about a couple weeks ago, and we've had some folks really talking about it, and we want to talk about that a bit more. But before we get into our conversation, I want to encourage you, wherever you are, whenever you look at this conversation, I want to encourage you. We are looking for 50,000 prayer warriors, which we call prayer experts. If you love to pray, if you believe in prayer, you don't have to be someone who you think that I am really all there or great in my prayer life, but you just love to pray, or you just want to know how to pray better, or you're just concerned about the issues that are happening globally, the war with Russia and Ukraine, the pandemic, national issues, global issues, and you say, I want to be a part of a team that will continue to pray against these. I want to encourage you to join us at Prayer Experts, and we are looking to raise 50,000. We have over 500 prayer experts already, or members of this group. And we're looking to raise, to gather about 50,000 persons across the globe. Could you imagine if 50,000 people come together and pray at one time against pandemic, against the issues of the world? What could happen? God answers by prayer. So I want to encourage you to get onto the website and be a part of this great movement that is taking place. All right, so just take a look at this video.
Nations develop elite fighting forces to tackle uncommon missions. These elite units are experts at their craft and possess special skills to accomplish their mission. Dr. Peter Bonady has called the world's most powerful body of prayer experts to unite. Join this elite fighting force that will be activated to destroy serious national crises, pandemics, individual critical diseases, natural disasters, insurrections, or coups d'etats through masterfully designed prayer operations. This elite fighting force is deployed to trigger revivals, reformations, and spiritual awakenings, and to produce signs, wonders, and miracles. Registration is free and training is available. Go now to www.prayerexperts.com. Enlist and become one of God's elite fighters. www.prayerexperts.com.
Awesome. And so we are encouraging you to just get on there, prayerexperts.com, be a part of what God is doing in the end times. And I want you to know that, I want you to note, as it said, that you would be trained. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to think, well, I am not great at I am not great a prayer warrior or whatever, but I can be trained. You can be trained. I just want to pause here and say hi to my brother from another mother, Evan. Great having you locked on to Conversations with Dr. Ellis. Please share the conversation as we talk this evening. So share the conversation with someone else. And I want to encourage you to go to prayerexperts.com and be a part of the global community that we are building. Registration is free and there will be training. And if you are really interested in being a part of this, you can also message me right here. But we want to encourage you to be a part of this. Well, we talk about training, and I want to also encourage you, if you are interested, be a part of the best, the greatest prayer academy that the world has ever seen, the greatest teachings on prayer that the world has ever seen. You can get that by joining the Prayer Academy. The Peter Bonady Prayer Academy is an academy that brings persons, teach them how to be effective in their prayer life. So just take a moment and listen to this ad and look at it.
Would you like to take your prayer life to the next level of effectiveness? Can you imagine what your life would be if you got your prayers answered? Do you know that you can be taught to pray? Because there are effective prayers and ineffective prayers. There is a right way to pray and a wrong way to pray. Then join the Peter Bonady Prayer Academy, the ultimate training school for prayer warriors, the only one of its kind. You will learn how to dive deeper in your personal walk with Christ. You will learn how to pray micro prayers, short prayers that get big results. You will learn how to partner with the Holy Spirit to get things done. You will learn how to pray prayers that overcome devils, heal diseases, and attract wealth. Learn how to pray prophetic prayers. Learn how to cover your family and loved ones with strategic prayers. Register now at www.peterbonadicacademy.com. That's www.peterbonadicacademy.com. Register now and experience the power of prayer.
All right, so here's that encouragement for you. Let you know that you can register, you can join peterbonadicacademy.com, and we are looking forward to see you there. I play a very important role there, and I'm really looking forward to see all of you. Let me just pause and say hi to the wonderful, the beautiful, the most gorgeous woman in the world, Dale Jan Lane Neal, the beauty of my life. Thank you for being a part of Conversations with Dr. Els. Great having you locked on to this conversation. All right, so this evening, as I said, I want to talk about what I started talking about a few weeks ago, and that is men are men endangered species, right? And you may say men endangered species. And so I started to share with you the fact that we have men who are being challenged, and it seems like there are the good men, like some people say, the good men there are no good men around. The men are either in prison or already married, and so they're saying that we are looking for some good men, but we can't find these men. And here, so that's why I'm asking the question: is do we have our men, let me put it this way, are our men endangered? And from my standpoint, remember, this is a conversation, and so you can you can be a part of this conversation. You can comment on this conversation, all right? So you could comment, and we will see it. We will read your comment, right? So in our last session, somebody asked, Carol asked, did you say men will become extinct? Well, I did not say men will become extinct, and that's why I'm asking the question, because I want you to understand it from the perspective that I'm asking the question. There will always be males. As long as there is the earth, there will always be males. But it does not mean that if you are a male, automatically you are a man, because manhood is something that is totally different than maleness. All right. And so we're looking at that fact. And if we look at that fact, we're saying that there are challenges to manhood. All right, there are challenges to manhood, and I looked at the whole aspect of Genesis, and again, someone in our last broadcast said, please do not go blaming Eve. Adam dropped the ball, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. I started saying that when Eve ate the fruit, God did not go to Eve and ask Eve, where are you? God went to Adam